0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich. You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Ain't nobody stop me. Ain't nobody stop me.
Huh. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
All right.
Oh man, I love that.
That is some good stuff. Is that like the top Adrian top 5 of your all-time favorite movies? Or
No. One of them is in my top 5, and that was the one at the end. That movie is like, it varies between how I'm feeling. It's either one or two, because that is the only movie that I have watched and got kicked out of the theater for, because
all right, you know what?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, like you're in and out, and I don't know if it's my internet or yours, but anyway.
I'm in and out.
Yeah, Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Thank you. Yeah, that's Adrian. That's all Adrian, man. That intro was all Adrian. I'll tell you right now. Right off the bat, guys.
I'm a cynic.
All right, guys. For those who don't know who the hell we are, I am Big Al. That is Adrian. We are 2 fourths of the former Home Team Sports. We did that show off and on for a couple of years, and it keeps breaking up and things like that. So, you know, Adrian is 1/3 of Three Beards of Wrestling podcast every Monday night. I am one half of Around the Turnbuckle every Sunday night at 6 o'clock on this channel. And he and I used to do Real Talk. You can go back on the YouTube channel. There are some archive episodes where he and I broke down the Rocky movies at one point. We broke down the Back to the Future trilogy at one point. We talked about some of the newest movies. Are we Siskel and Ebert? No, we are not. But what we are two guys that are pretty damn fucking funny when we want to be, and when we talk about movies, it gets that way. So we're gonna get this rolling, and I can't promise you it's gonna be every Friday. I can't promise you it's gonna be once or twice a week. I can promise you this: that if you subscribe to the channel, and that's what that ticker says on the bottom, if you subscribe to the channel, then whenever Real Talk goes late, you'll know. So if wrestling's not your thing, fine. We like movies. Who doesn't like movies? So if Real Talk pops up there, hey, Real Talk is going live, then you'll know when we're live. It's not necessarily a certain day of the week. Professor's here. Very much not. At least one of you is pretty fucking funny, though. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, you talking about him.
Yeah, I know who he's talking about. All right, so Adrian, last night I went to go see If with Ryan Reynolds, and Steve Carell was a voice on there. Emily Blunt's a voice on there. There's a cast of characters that and it's getting really bad reviews. And my son was like, "Dad, why are you going to see that movie for?" And I said, "Well, because my daughter and my wife want to go see it, and so we went to go see it." And I tell you what, the Tillman 8. If anybody's in this area, you never been to the Tillman 8, which is obviously on Tillman Street in Allentown. That place rocks to go see a movie. It is super clean, and it has recliners.
Tell me about it. It had
every single seat. No, yeah, not just certain seats. Every seat in the house is a recliner. Like, how can you not beat that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow!
I mean, if the movie sucks,
you can't. That's absolutely.
You can just take a nap, whatever. But anyway,
yeah, at least come.
But listen, If did not suck, despite the fact of what my son said, the reviews said about it. If was very heartwarming. It's well done. It's funny. It keeps you. It's a roller coaster. It's funny. It gets you sad. It's funny. It gets you sad again, and then it's funny some more. So it really like does one of these. And I'm sure if you were thinking the whole time you were going to laugh the whole time, well, I guess you could criticize it for that. But other than that, I thought it was really heartwarming, really fun, good fun popcorn movie.
I haven't heard like okay, so of course there are going to be a lot of negative reviews on movies and stuff coming out because everybody has an opinion on it, right? Everybody has an opinion on it. But I'm going to tell you like this. I had a hunch it was going to be a good movie. Everybody that I know that's seen it has said it's been a good movie. So fuck the critics. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm pretty sure like it was like it was too much of an emotional roller coaster for me to give it 10 stars. Kiss my ass. I can't wait to see it personally.
I gotta sneeze. Hold up.
Do it.
Okay.
That was two,
Okay.
right? That was two. You both barrels? You got both barrels done?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
All
right.
All right. I like it.
Chris says we all need to get together. Yeah, we all need to go down there and hit. He lives on the beach.
Am I
so.
lagging that bad? Is that what's going on? Am I lagging?
Yeah, like, am I lagging at all? I want Chris and Keith. You guys are watching right now. Who's lagging, me or Adrian? Because on my end it's Adrian, but it could be on his end it's me.
And it's
all right.
Yeah,
Chris says we need to hit it. So you and I need to go on a road trip there, Adrian, down to South Carolina and hit the beach. All right.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds fun to me.
Ready for the next Beetlejuice movie and new Minions. All right. What about
my God, yes. Oh, Chris says it's me. Is it okay? Give me 1 second. I'll be right. Give me 1 second.
Yes,
give me 1 second.
He's going to go out and he's going to go back in,
here.
guys. And I'm going to filibuster with you guys. Yes. So thank you, Chris, for that. I'll answer that while he's gone. Yeah. So the trailer that was floating around, which starts out Day-o, and it just has a couple of like quick scenes, and then you see Beetlejuice pop out of the thing, and he's like, the juice is loose. That trailer was the viral trailer that was out, right? They have a new in-depth trailer with movies, and last night when I went to go see If, it had the new Beetlejuice trailer. Look that up if you guys haven't seen it. The new, longer Beetlejuice trailer with some lines from the movie, so you might actually get a better idea what we're dealing with there. I'm excited, nostalgically, yes. And the Minions, yeah. My family and I are always big fans of the Minions. Despicable Me 4, I think it is at this point. Like Gru and that skinny FBI chick's got a little baby, but the daughters never got. But the other three daughters never got any older. I don't understand that. So explain that to me. Yeah, Adrian seems to have the lag. Thank you, Keith. I need Beetlejuice. Yes. And again, that comes out in September. And Adrian is back, so we're gonna see how he is now. Let's see.
Is this better? This
Oh
seems
my
to be
god!
working. Yes, this works better. All right, perfectly fine. Yes.
All
Yes,
right, talk some,
yeah.
talk some Beetlejuice.
Okay, first of all, I'm excited about Beetlejuice. Been a huge fan of Beetlejuice. Like, well, can't wait for this to happen. Yeah. So Michael Keaton's back. You got Winona Ryder coming back. I always
Winona Ryder.
I wanted. It sounds like I'm trying to. Is it Winona Ryder? So yeah, but yeah, she's back.
You got Wednesday Addams Ortega.
Yeah, you got Catherine O'Hara who came back from. She's an original. You know what? I'm sad they didn't have like. Well, I know Alec Baldwin has his trial that he's going through, and you got Gina Davis, who probably looks like Beetlejuice in real life right now. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm.
It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean Gina Davis couldn't do like a cameo or she's like sitting there like it's not her. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense not to have them two because they're not going to look the same. Like Beetlejuice looks the same because he was already grotesque and old looking, whatever, you know what I mean? So all the other characters can age, whereas those two characters cannot. The Maitlands cannot age. But you could have Gina Davis. Let's say Gina Davis do a cameo where like they're in the underworld somewhere and she's one of the people sitting there waiting in line, but you could tell it's her, but you can't tell it's her.
Right. I mean, a lot of the old cast, like the people who played the ghouls and stuff, a lot of them died, and it happens. Yeah. But I'm not upset about it. I'm excited. This movie has been like what 5 years in the making, 7 years in the making.
It was rumored for like the past 10 years at least.
Right. It is so they were like, oh, we're coming out with a new Beetlejuice. As soon as I heard Beetlejuice, I got excited, and that is 10 years of my life. Hopefully, it'll pay off. Thank God, Tim Burton is directing it again because you can't have Beetlejuice without Tim Burton. I'm sorry.
I thought Tim was waiting for somebody like how Winona Ryder looked back then, like in 1989, Winona Ryder.
Right.
So and in comes Ortega. She's like, she's like the new creepy, like you just stare at her and she looks like that crazy chick you don't want to date.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Crazy Latina. It's normal. They just pick a Latin chick. It's fine.
There was a discarded sequel in the 90s. I don't recall that. Was that straight to DVD?
Was it like no? It wasn't like a cartoon edit, was it? Because
I remember. Remember the cartoon? Remember the Beetlejuice cartoon?
I remember the cartoon.
Where like him and Lydia were like friends, and they were solving mysteries and stuff.
Exactly. It was like
what was the name of the spider? Wasn't there like a spider named Mooby or something like that?
Oh, it was the spider was the chick, and she had shoes like tap shoes and high heels.
Let's see if I can look that shit up.
Edwina or something like that.
All right, so that was 4 seasons of the Beetlejuice cartoon. All right, and you got Lydia, Beetlejuice, Delia Dietz, Charles Dietz, Bertha, Misshapen. That's funny. Lipscomb, Mr. Monitor, Captain Kiddler. Those were some of the characters in the animated series. Four seasons of, but it came out right after the movie. Like when the movie was hot over that summer or whatever. And so speaking of summer. What's that?
They were smart. They capitalized.
It says a Beetlejuice goes Hawaiian. I shit you not. I read an article on it. Okay.
Stop.
No script.
Stop it, Keith. Stop it.
Keith's the kind of guy that'll remind you of the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah. Because it was good.
Or like Chewbacca was getting married or something like that.
Yeah. Great line. The lines are great.
All right, so what movies are you looking forward to this summer? Summer's great, right? Summer's usually blockbusters. Beetlejuice doesn't come out until September.
Yeah, I know. That's like at the top. Like a lot of the stuff that I really wanted to see, it's not coming out until next year though. Like Superman. Well, Deadpool. I'm excited about Deadpool. I will tell
Deadpool.
you. I'm
Deadpool, sure.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. It looks awesome. They pushed Blade back, so I don't think Blade was supposed to come out this year. It's coming out next year now.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I'm just saying a script existed, and thankfully they said no, just no. Okay, so it was never made.
Thank God, because that would have.
Goonies 26. Yeah, I've heard that rumor. I don't know how true it is. Oh, Twisters. Yeah, the new Twisters. That's
No.
2025. Is
No.
that this year? Is Twisters this year?
I think the Twisters is this year, but I'm not.
Okay. All right, we're going to find out. Okay. So here's the top 10 summer blockbusters of 2024 that are projected to do well, okay?
Okay. I'm ready.
Hitman versus the that's the video game movie Hitman.
Nope, not gonna. It's gonna suck.
You think so?
Yeah, it's gonna suck because they didn't get
The
first.
Watchers. That's the newest in M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's.
I've seen the Okay, so
It's actually by his daughter. This is her
his
first.
daughter's
right?
him and his daughter co-wrote it. His daughter's
Okay.
actually playing one of the characters in it.
So she makes her debut.
Yeah, she's playing the big singer in it. I like
Ashana.
the concept.
I like her name better, Ashana, not M. Night.
Yeah,
Ashana.
it sounds exotic and attractive. Of course, you like it better.
Nothing can conquer Godzilla versus Kong. Okay.
I am with Keith on that. That
Dakota Fanning's in that, by the way, in The Watchers. Dakota Fanning.
yes, she is. Yes, she
Okay,
is.
so that looks creepy. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Hitman, Watchers, Inside Out 2. My kids are looking forward to that.
I am, but like I'm not an emotional person, so I'm just kind of like, eh.
You mean your emotions are bottled? Because that's a part in the movie where the emotions get bottled.
My emotions been shipped off, and I'm still waiting on them to come back.
I like the fact that the kid, I like Inside Out. Okay, so I'm a fan of that
who
movie.
doesn't?
And all right, so then, there's certain Disney movies and Pixar movies that I watch with my kids. And I'm like, no, just no. But then there's some where I actually like it. So I like the story of Riley and her,
Right.
what's going on and her emotions, and I can teach that to my daughters, right?
Right.
But now you have anxiety and you have embarrassment and you have envy. You have all these new emotions
Oh yeah.
that happen after puberty, right? So
Oh yeah.
it makes sense.
Stuff we deal with all the time.
That probably kicks Godzilla in money. Okay, the new Joker. Okay, so Inside Out 2, right? Okay, the Bike Riders.
No.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're a fan of Austin Butler.
No, I'm okay. I'll wait for it to get on DVD.
That's got Tom Hardy. All right, A Quiet Place Day 1. So that's a prequel
Yes.
to The Quiet Place.
Yes. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yes.
Oh
That's
my God.
June. So that's June 28th. Hi, Jason. Jason, you like movies?
Oh, sweet Jesus. That is that.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Okay, so hold on. I gotta grab something.
He left me, guys. He left
No,
me.
I did not. I had to get something. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking. I am multitasking. So when I first heard about who they were gonna have in it, I was kind of skeptical. Like, okay, well, how are they gonna tell this story? And they were like, well, it's done from day one, from the very first day. We see clips of that in the first 2 movies, how different perspectives. What they're actually doing day one, they're gonna follow it day one in its entirety. It's got Lupita in it. And she's famous from Us.
Yes.
Man, it
Jennifer,
looks like,
Despicable Me 4. Yes. We were talking about that earlier.
yeah, that one's coming too. But it's one of those movies where I'm sitting up there. I know I'm gonna be trying to figure shit out because it seems like in the previews they kind of figure things out a little too fast.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's gonna be at least interesting. You know what I mean? It looks like it's gonna at least hold your interest for a little bit because I love Quiet Place 1. Quiet Place 2 was decent. It wasn't oh my God, it's a masterpiece.
It's not as good. It's never as good as the original, right?
No, I mean, it had some really good parts in it.
Except for Empire.
Yeah.
All right, so Furiosa is the Mad Max world. It's Fury Road.
I have seen every Mad Max movie. I've been excited to see every Mad Max movie except for this one.
So I mean, that's that's part of this summer coming out here.
Yeah, I get it. You know, it's Samantha Weaving. Is that who it is? Samantha Weaving. Hugo Weaving's
Yes.
daughter, and the Thor guy, Hemsworth.
So what do you think of the new Bad Boys? You know, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Bad Boys, you too old for this shit? Is
So
what
it's Bad Boys. Well, it says Bad Boys Ride or Die. So I mean,
they need to die because they too old for this shit. Like, how y'all 75 years old?
we're talking this summer, not next year. Scream 7.
Like,
They're trying to get that out for Halloween. Scream 7. They're trying to get out for Halloween, but it's more likely they ain't gonna make it. I don't think so.
They got too many contracts to try to figure out, and they're trying to nail people, hammer people down. It's not gonna work. And they're already running into production issues since 2 people have already left the set. So yeah, not gonna happen.
So we talked about Inside Out. We talked about
Bad Boys,
Bad Boys, The Watchers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are some of the summer blockbusters coming out there.
Deadpool is probably still number 1 up there.
For you history buffs, there's a movie coming out called Treasure. It's about an American journalist who goes to Poland with her father, and who is a Holocaust survivor, to get a sense of her roots. So it's a coming of age kind of thing. If you're into that kind of thing, tug at your heartstrings drama. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in a new drama, like not a comedy. It's a drama called Tuesday. And listen, I love her from Seinfeld, but I think she's a funny lady. I don't see her taking on the woman of the role of the mother of a terminally ill young woman.
Yeah, like she was. Even Veep was funny. Okay, Veep, that was hilarious. Like I mean,
yes,
she had a good cast with her, but yeah, no, I'm okay. I would rather watch Paint Peel.
Paint Peel, right? All right, hold on a minute. What else we got going on here? Godzilla and Kong.
Great movie. Absolutely great movie.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
I mean,
these are movies that are out right now.
Yeah, I've already. It's good. It's good. I was surprised. It's still good.
So I'm surprised at how close Kung Fu Panda 4 came to Godzilla's numbers, because Godzilla so far worldwide has made $567 million, and Kung Fu Panda so far has made $539.
You know why? Because everybody loves Kung Fu Panda. Everybody loves Po. That character kicked off. And then you had Jack Black. He is, when it comes to movie stuff, like his passion projects and shit, he will go out there and whore the shit out of himself to make sure people watch it or people get engaged to it, because he was everywhere. He did the Hit Me Baby One More Time remake for Kung Fu Panda that like was topping the charts and shit. It was like, yeah. So of course he's doing great numbers. Jack Black is a marketing genius. He's one of my favorite like actors / comedians / musicians of all time. Like I love the guy. He is smart as hell. And I did see that Beverly Hills Cop thing, Chris. Yes. Ackwell Foley.
Yeah, when is Ackwell Foley coming out? That's not this summer, right?
I think so. I think it is this summer.
What about the new Crow? August 23rd.
I don't. Nope.
You don't want it?
Nope. Don't want it.
Now that one's near and dear to Keith's heart. I want Keith's opinion on that one.
I don't want it.
Should they have made another Crow reboot?
Nope. I don't care what nobody says.
Hulu, I think, right? Is it going? It's not going to be in the theaters at all?
No, it's going on. It's going to be on Netflix.
Okay. It said Hulu. He said Hulu.
I think it's Netflix.
Hard pass. No.
Thank you, Keith.
They made a movie from Borderlands, the video game.
No.
August 9th.
No.
You guys play these games. I
Yeah.
don't.
No.
So I don't. Sometimes video games. Well, I should say more times than not, video games to movies suck. But there's been a few exceptions to that rule.
Very, very, very few. Very few. Very, very few. This is gonna be. Okay. So I'm going in with low expectations. I'm a huge fan of the Borderlands series. They did a good job with the casting. I'll give it that. Except for Kevin Hart. What the fuck does he? No. But yeah, that's
Netflix.
right.
Adrian's probably right.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Beverly Hills is Hulu, I think. So that's not even going to theaters, really.
No, Beverly Hills Cop is not going to theaters.
Okay. So talked about Bad Boys, Hitman's up.
Bad Boys Old for Life, yes.
Yeah, old for life. When does Deadpool come out?
I think Deadpool comes out sometime in between. Hold on. It's Deadpool and Wolverine release date is set for.
Twisters is July 19th.
No.
What?
No.
You don't want to see Twisters?
Oh.
My father's favorite movie is Twister 1. I kid you not.
Is Helen Hunt going to be in it?
She's supposed to do a cameo.
No.
Why does it matter if she's in it or not? Gladiator 2. What?
You seen the movie Castaway?
Yeah.
Okay. You seen the movie Castaway, so you're all familiar with Castaway, that he's trying to make his way back to Helen Hunt. If that was the vagina I was going back to, I would have stayed on the island.
Pass on Twisters. So this is supposed to be their kids.
Put them up for adoption.
So Glenn Powell's charisma, it's F5 Force. It's awfully hard not to get on board. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like people studying. I mean, it's kind of like it's just a younger generation of kids with new equipment, because it's the technology since the first one came out has obviously drastically changed, and the way they study tornadoes has changed, and so things. The Cow will be in theaters. Beverly Hills Cop will be on Netflix. Yes.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
The Crow. So he said he means The Crow. The Crow will be in. Yeah. So when's Deadpool and Wolverine?
July 26th.
Okay. So there you go.
Yeah, get ready for that. That's gonna be the hit of the summer.
Oh, of course. I mean, yes. I that's a tradition when a new Deadpool movie comes out. My son and I go to it because he got me hooked on Deadpool from the beginning.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
You're talking to a guy that don't read any comic books or anything, so I didn't know who the fuck Deadpool was until I saw the first movie, which was a total, in my opinion, redemption of Ryan Reynolds as a superhero.
Yes, absolutely.
New Lord of the Rings in December. The Rock and the new Moana, yes. Moana 2.
That's the TV series, though, right? The Lord of the Rings TV series is coming back in December.
I believe so, yes. And I'll hit a theater for, and that'll hit a theater.
I'm not going to go see Moana 2.
No?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
My 7-year-old's going to drag me to Moana 2.
I thank God. I for all you people out there with small children, bless you.
August 9th, Cuckoo.
Who?
With Hunter Schafer. It's a horror film with Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. Takes place in the German Alps. Looks kind of insane to me.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Stop
driving. Yeah, that's plain old called Cuckoo, like Cuckoo. August 9th. Look her up. They're doing Lord of the Ring movies again because dumb.
They're doing what?
Are they remaking all of them? Are they saying fuck Peter Jackson and they're doing them all over again? Or tell me he's involved somehow.
Nope. I'm boycotting.
Okay. Alien. A new Alien movie's coming out.
Alien Romulus. That is going to be
Romulus. Yeah. So August 16th with that.
I've watched every last one that's come out. I'm a huge Alien
That's
fan.
news to me. I didn't like Prometheus. Did you like Prometheus?
Prometheus, I didn't
Or
see it as an
2012.
alien movie. I didn't see it as an alien movie until
Okay,
I
yeah,
watched
spin-off. Okay.
until I watched rewatched the first one. And then I was like, oh, because the ship that they found was the Prometheus. So I
Right.
was like, okay, I see how it all ties in. That's funny. That was
Did
a
you
horrible
see Covenant? Did you see
Yes.
Covenant was 2017?
Yes, I did.
Because the world wants a Gollum flick. Well,
Nobody wants to see Smeagol.
the guy who does Smeagol, what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, and him. He wants to do it because he'll make a lot of money.
Well, he's already doing on the damn Planet of the Apes.
Of course he is. He's the voice master. New Lion King as well.
Voice master. Like,
I do not want to see that movie. All
you
right,
don't want to
so
see the Mufasa? Mufasa.
Mufasa. That gives me all chills.
Yeah, I don't. It gives me shingles.
Mufasa. All right, so yes, The Crow is August 23rd, and that is in theaters.
Oh God.
And that is the end. I mean, that's August right there. So those are the big ones. The big ones. So what did we mention? Like Deadpool versus Wolverine, definitely a must see, in my opinion.
Definitely.
My kids will drag me to Inside Out 2. Definitely, we're going to see that. Moana 2 when it gets here. Beetlejuice will end the summer in September. Beetlejuice. So if they here's the question. So if Beetlejuice 2 is called Beetlejuice, will they make a 3 and call it Beetlejuice?
They should. They should make 20 of those movies. Cause
No, just round it out to 3. Nice trilogy.
No, because we need
What, in 3 to 5 years?
we need more Michael Keaton. You see what they did to him in fucking Flash. We need more Michael Keaton.
What's the new Star Wars series? What's that called?
Acolyte.
Acolyte. Yeah.
Yes.
When's that coming?
That looks good. I think that's coming out in mid-June, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a teaser right here. June 4th. Oh, whoa! First episode, June 4th. That's in 3 days, son.
Woo! Let's get it.
On Disney Plus.
I will be watching.
Acolyte. New Star Wars for all you Star Wars people out there.
I'll be
New
watching.
Star Wars show.
I'll be
Episode
watching.
1.
I'll be watching it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch
All right, so there you go.
it. Okay, so let me ask you a
This
question.
one makes enough. Yes.
I gotta ask you a question.
If Beetlejuice,
So-
okay, wait. He said they'll make a third Beetlejuice if Beetlejuice 2 makes enough money.
I love it.
Go ahead.
It should make another one for that. So out of everything we mentioned that is coming up, right? You just mentioned that you've seen
If
and I'm excited when I finally get to see it. Are there movies
you'll
out?
like it.
Huh?
I know you'll like it.
Okay, see, thank you. Because you know me, I'm not about the all boo-hoo, but if it's funny, I'm like,
would be no, it's funny. It's fun. It's a lot more funny than sad. There's one or two sad parts. There's a lot more fun. Like it's 80% funny and 20% sad.
I mean, you gotta have some sad shit because the guy directing it did The Quiet Place, and he's gotta have the.
My wife said it's really good.
You know what? Since he said it, I watch it.
My husband will call me biased because I like Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, she's in love with Ryan Reynolds. All right, so what was your question?
She don't count. Out of everything, what are some movies out now that you want to see that you haven't seen? Because I can run down a list of stuff that I've recently watched that I'm just like.
All right, hit me with it. You hit me with it. Hit me with the list, and
Okay.
I'll tell you if I've seen it and if I even want to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna start out softball with this one. It's a movie, and it's got Nicolas Cage in it. It's called Arcadia.
I heard of it. I do want to see it because I have been a fan of Nicolas Cage my whole life.
Okay, it is, believe it or not, it is a very underrated movie.
Okay.
Very underrated movie. I went in it with low expectations and was like, holy crap, that's actually really good. It was actually really good. The CGI probably looked like I did it on a drunk night, but other than that, it's pretty good. Pretty
Or
good.
like you did it on a drunk night. That's funny. Okay. What else you got?
Abigail.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
See, those are the movies I have to watch alone because my wife won't watch that shit. She won't watch it.
Where's she at?
Listen now.
We're live.
I don't like watching scary movies with you
Put it on
because
the
you
film.
yell at me when I get scared.
Get on the
She don't like watching scary movies with me because I yell at her when she like jumps and goes, "Oh my god!"
That's the funny part. I want you to jump because I'm gonna laugh at you while laughing at the movie.
Yeah, you can go watch it with Adrian then.
Horror movies are a look. I go to sleep at horror movies. I don't know if that makes me a sociopath, a psychopath.
I mean, only if you're depending on the kind of horror movies. Because all right, see, look, I'm not a fan of every horror movie, but I have certain types that I like. I prefer paranormal and possession stuff or haunting haunting, like a haunting, paranormal or possession stuff versus slashers who just go around killing everybody.
I love them both. Speaking of, did you watch The Exorcist Believers? Did you see that?
Yes.
What did you think about it?
I was pleasantly surprised with that.
So was I.
My expectations were super mega low.
Exactly.
But the end, spoiler alert,
the end you do not see coming.
that was it. I did not see it coming.
That's what got me.
And I was like,
whoa.
what? Yes. Totally, yes.
Yes, that was.
If you're a fan, Keith hates Keith loves The Exorcist, but he hates all its sequels and prequels. So I'm telling him, Believers is one he has to watch.
Watch it, please, for the love of God, watch it. I'm telling
Keith, if you're still watching, watch Exorcist Believers.
You have to, because it is. Go in it with the same expectations you do with all the other sequels, and it will blow
right. That it's gonna go in with it's gonna suck, and it'll pleasantly surprise you throughout. But then the end is like,
yeah, the end is like the fuck. Yeah. The ending is probably the best part about the movie.
No, see what? Okay, so he does like Exorcist 3. I forgot. Yes, that's the one with George C. Scott and
that's the only other one that gets
Jason Miller Jason Miller comes back as Damien Karras, and that's the Gemini Killer. That's Brad Dourif and the Gemini Killer. Remember that one? Remember Exorcist 3?
Yep. That's
I have dreams of a rose and a falling down a long flight of steps.
Yeah. That's the only one that gets the best.
Brad Dourif, yes. Brad Dourif, yes. Yep. He owns that movie.
Yes.
That scene alone, Keith, where he said where George C. Scott is in the room with him and he says the Gemini's dead and he flips out and he goes, "No, I'm not. I'm alive. I breathe. Look at me and tell me what you see." That's a shining moment for Brad Dourif. You know, Brad Dourif made his debut in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
Not too many people know that.
Yes.
He played Billy and he slept with one of the nurses and then he killed himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Best jump start ever. In the beginning.
Yeah. I'll give it that. Well, I wouldn't say best, but it had a good jump start. It had a good one. I get it.
Well, I mean, if he's saying jump start there, but if he means jump scare, it's been quoted as that scene where like the nurse, it's quiet, there's no sound, she hears a sound across the hall, she goes over, Nurse Amy Keating. So she goes over and she opens up the door, nobody there, turns the light on, turns the light back off, shuts the door, and then you hear and you see this big giant like head shears coming out. Yeah. That gets me every time. That's a good one.
You know what? That one didn't get me.
Best jump. Yeah, there it is. Exorcist 3 had the best jump scare ever with the nurse. Yes, Tommy. Yes.
That one didn't get me.
Thank you, Tommy.
What got me? What jump scare got me watching the movie was Paranormal Activity 2 when that bitch got yanked down the stairs.
Oh my God.
I was just like, oh, goddamn. Like, you heard, like.
You react in theater, like, settle a bet for me, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
My son and I argue this all the time. Do you react when you see a horror film in the theater? And what I mean is like overreact, like loudly.
No.
Not, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to go like that, but it's another thing to be like, oh my God!
I think people do that more in the theater than they do at home.
But they
Like,
do.
Yeah, I think like in the theater, because like if you in a room full of other people, you could feel more comfortable saying some shit for some reason rather than at home. You could be like, you sitting up there, you know, straight Donald Duck, and you ain't got no pants on, just a shirt, just in case somebody FaceTimes you, and you watching and you watching the movie, and you're like, oh man, that's crazy. Where you in the theater where you're having to be composed or something scares the shit out you, of course, whoa, Jesus Christ. Well, okay, I saw you.
First time, Tom says first time he was watching that, he knew it was coming and he still jumped.
Right.
In Exorcist 3.
Not
Yeah.
He got yanked down the stairs. There's a dude like, cause the movie gives it away because it has, and you watch it in a theater. And Paranormal Activity, when shit was about to go down, the bass and that hum,
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, come on, because this one guy in the theater, I heard him going, I can't take no more of this shit. He gets somebody who starts walking. And
But
then,
Tom, Keith, have you guys seen Exorcist Believer? I want to know that. And if you haven't, that's your homework for next. That's your homework for next time. We'll talk about Exorcist Believer next time.
Yes, we will. Yes, I'll rewatch it because it was that good.
Totally. Yeah, I'll rewatch it too. Totally spoiler alert it. All right. We'll blow that shit up next show. All right.
Yo, definitely. So
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Adrian and I are going to do this every Friday, guys, but it's always fun to talk to Adrian about movies. So we figured let's go back to real talk and let's talk some movies. We're gonna, we really kind of just went in guns a-blazing here, just talking about the summer blockbusters coming up. But in future shows, we might have a certain movie where we're just going to talk about the whole movie, or
right.
Maybe he and I. Maybe we'll both go see Deadpool, and then maybe the week after that we'll want to talk about Deadpool or whatever. So it's not always gonna be like this where we just threw like a whole bunch of shit at you and said boom.
What you think? It's like it's like I know right now it's like a John Madden.
I have seen it and I did like the ending. He says,
"Good job, Tom."
I did start the first yesterday. Have to finish it. Finish it.
Okay.
Finish it, Professor.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Dude, yeah, that makes me want to watch that like right now. But anyway,
right. Have you seen Dune 2?
You got some stuff coming up you want to talk about before we get out of here? Like you got some stuff coming up.
Just catch us. You can catch out every. You got Sunday, right?
Sundays at 6.
Sundays at 6. You can catch
Professor
me.
and I are back tomorrow with Dino Sana. No holds barred.
Dino. Oh no! What happened? Is Dino upset? Is Dino's upset?
I cannot disclose any information at this time, but I will remind everybody tomorrow that the opinions of Mr. Sana do not reflect the opinions of the professor or myself.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Shit's gonna go down. That is tomorrow at 6:00 on this channel around the turnbuckle with Dino Sana. You guys. Three Beards of Wrestling podcast can be on Mondays at 7 on the Three Beards of Wrestling podcast YouTube channel and all your social medias.
Yep. And
Roblox Chad McCoy, what's up, Big Al? How is it going? You don't have to tell me you're Roblox Chad. I know there ain't any fucking Chads on here, but you.
Yeah, of course, people got to make themselves sound special. It's okay. Just let them have it.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, is it done yet?
It's begun. Season 6 comes out very shortly, right?
Yeah, it's coming. I know Cobra Kai is coming. We didn't talk about Dune.
We're going to talk about, we'll talk about all that next time. We'll talk about Cobra Kai next time in more detail. And we'll talk about, Adrian and I are big fans of Cobra Kai. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe I'll talk a little bit. I'll watch the first episode of Acolyte and give you a report on that.
I'm so proud of you. I want you to know that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. What's up, Big Al? Yeah, I already put that one up there. Keith, think Cobra Kai's in 2 parts. Yes.
Yes.
15 episodes.
Yes.
15
Which I don't know how
episodes.
are you gonna do 8 or you gonna do 7 the first time and then 8 the next time? Like how? Like I don't understand. You can't do 7.5 and 7.5. Like,
Yes, you can. Harry Potter did it.
No. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know, Harry Potter does not count. Like, you don't count Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. No.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Ari. You never said the H. You know what I mean?
You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah.
Go Rangers tonight. Yeah, there you go. New York Rangers are deep in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Who are they? They're playing
Florida, right? Is it Florida?
Yeah,
Correct?
Florida Panthers. Yeah. Before the Panthers. Yeah.
Eastern
like,
Conference Finals.
Anybody else feel bad for the Timberwolves? I don't. Anyway, we're talking about
The
movies.
Timberwolves.
I mean, they got their ass beat. So
This is game 6
of the
Panthers series. Panthers are up 3-2.
Ooh, Lord.
Panthers in the series right now. New Rocky movie 2025. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
That
We'll
is-
talk about all this and more next time, man.
that is
But we got a lot of homework to do. For those of you who have not seen The Exorcist Believer, watch it, and we'll talk about that next time. And for your Star Wars fans, check out episode 1 of The Acolyte on Disney Plus in 3 days. On Tuesday,
in 3 days.
It drops on Tuesday.
3 days. And if you're on Disney Plus and you are a kid of the 80s and the 90s, make sure you take your goofy ass and watch X-Men 97. You watch it, damn it. You watch it. You look me in the eyeball when I tell you this. You watch X-Men 97. It is worth it. It is beautiful. And it made me love cartoons again.
One more time, Adrian will be on 3 Beards of Wrestling podcast on Monday at 7, and I'll be with the professor tomorrow with Dino Sana on our normal schedule around the turnbuckle on Sundays at 6.
Dino!
And we'll be back here next week with another Real Talk. I'm Big Al. That was Adrian. Go to the movies, folks. Get out there.
0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Huh. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?